Okay, hello and welcome back to more F1 2021 My Team. Today you join me for the Monaco Grand Prix, which is going to be hell. It's the first time I've driven around Monaco with no traction control, and unlike most circuits where you can just kind of wing it, and you just might be little bit slower or have a little bit of a loss of traction. In Monaco, I'm actually going to need to practice. If I don't practice, then I will crash into a wall because it's just walls everywhere. There's no runoffs. It's definitely just like turn one, so yeah. And also out of turn 5. Anyways, we're going to go into practice session. This was the coolest thing I think I might have ever done around Monaco. And I've done some pretty cool things around here. I was coming up for the hairpin. I just almost lost the car. But yeah, we did a couple of practice laps to just get some time set. They didn't need to be fast. I just wanted to like learn the track with traction control turned off, and it worked surprisingly well. So, yeah, into qualifying now. Again, same thing as always. There's not really much we can do here, other than just hope for the best. But as we finish off our final lap, actually no, I think we only did one lap. I think, yeah. Well, we went over the line in P6, which doesn't seem too good, especially because we're behind the Haas and the other Haas. They do a cheeky donut in the runoff. But, yeah, the Haases have been really fast recently, so we'll see what happens.
Nelson Piquet once said that driving the Circuit de Monaco was like riding a bicycle around your living room. And it's not hard to see what he means by that. There's no more prestigious a Grand Prix victory than Monaco, but also none so challenging. The astonishing Circuit de Monaco is, for all intents and purposes, virtually unchanged since its inaugural race back in 1929. The faster cars of today, though, ensure the 19 corners past the casino and along the seafront remain as thrilling as ever. A 2.1-mile lap here takes us around an entire country, yet never more than inches from the race-ending barriers. I'm joined again today by none other than Anthony Davidson. Tell me, Ant, obviously there's a lot of development work that goes on with these cars between the races. You've been both a test driver and a race driver. What differences are there in the way you approach those roles?
Interesting question, Crofty. They're two very different mindsets. I mean, when I tested for BAR, we had full in-season testing where, per driver, you'd cover up to 15,000 kilometers per season. And in that role, it was more about working for the team, trying to help them improve the car and drive as systematically as you could, so that data could be analysed in the most consistent way. When you're lining up on the grid for a race, however, your frame of mind's all about what you can get out of the situation on that day, and the car's the tool to help you achieve what you want. You still want to focus on setup, of course, but it's more about the here and now, getting yourself as far up the field as possible, and less about development work for the future.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. George Russell will begin today's event from pole position, and Nobuharu Matsushita completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Perez, Stroll, Yuki Tsunoda, and Norris. Armstrong. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Hamilton, Leclerc, and Jack Aitken. Joe, Latifi, Reed, and Ticktum. Raikkonen, Gasly, Esteban Ocon, and Nikita Mazepin. They've taken a grid penalty. Sainz, Schwartzman, Giovinazzi, and Max Verstappen completes the grid. That's it then. It's time to go racing as we head to trackside for today's race.
Now that we've got some points on the board, let's continue this form and aim for another top 10 finish.
Okay, P13 out of the top 10. Not the end of the world because it is Monaco. So, safety cars and crashes and all that good stuff. I reckon there'll be at least one crash on lap 1, which will let me gain like 1 or 2 positions maybe. It depends where it is as well, because we quite often have crashes around to back on lap 1, like turn 12, just before the swimming pool section. So, yeah, it makes life a lot easier. Because it doesn't really matter where you qualify. And normally this is the most important qualifying session of the season. It really isn't, to be honest. In fact, you want to either be dead first or dead last. Because it's either end of the spectrum but either end, you're not going to get caught up in a big accident, really. But anyways, here we are then to 5 red lights here in Monaco. We are underway for the Monaco Grand Prix. Nicholas Latifi getting a pretty bad start. We don't get a great one either. We're going to go alongside. He pulls ahead down to Sandavop. We dive down the inside and past Jack Aiken as well. Or alongside Jack Aiken. We have managed to get past now behind Guan Yu Zhou in the Alfa Romeo. Seeing what we can do here. Heading through Massenet and into the casino. There's nothing we can really do towards Mirabeau. We're going around the outside of Mirabeau. There's the yellow flags. We can't go past, but the green flag is out. We can't even catch him off guard. But we are going to go down the inside of their hairpin. Nikita Mazepin out of the session. I don't really know what happened there. It looks like he might have hit the wall. He is gone. But yeah, we couldn't get him because of that yellow flag, but it didn't really matter. Oh, yellow flag out. Oh, yeah, that's a big one. That's a really big one. Oh, Lando. Come on. Lando can't. He just can't catch a break. Well, there you go then. From that, we've been given... Oh, what the hell? What's Snow doing? Where's he going? Oh. Oh, okay. Bye. Right. Yeah. Oh, Stroll and Perez in the pits as well. Alright, here we go then. Ooh. Ooh.
Safety car coming in. Safety car in this lap. Let's make sure those tyres are up to temperature, and remember there is no overtaking until the timing line. Stay in position until the green flags.
Alright, we're in P2, so we gained quite a few positions through there. Perez and Stroll pitting. We gained up to P4 before that. We're going to be right behind Masashita as we go around the final 2 corners. And the Anthony Nogues, turn 18 and turn 19. We're going to cross the line, go back to green flag racing. We're not close enough to make anywhere near a move, but we're close enough that we can catch up.
3/10 a lap.
And we have more than enough time as well. And we'll have to pit at some point, but so will everyone else but Stroll and Perez, who actually might have a big advantage now. Anyways, lap 5. We've just had a bit of a bad run. Masashita and the Clean Air have been pulling away. The Aston Martin doing quite well at the moment. Actually, I think every car's pretty level at the moment. So there's us, Ferrari, Mercedes and Red Bull all at the top. And then the other cars just like slightly below, but all very equal with each other. But anyways, at the end of lap 5, we're going to pull into the pits. A little bit of a drift in. Might as well have a bit of fun with it. I wouldn't be surprised if there's another safety car at some point. We'll see what goes on. We will drop to the back of the pack now. And we're just going to have to try and catch up. Pretty slow start. Not great, but we'll live, we'll live. So you come out of the pits.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track.
We're just taking it nice and slow. It's not need to be fast. Anyways, at the end of lap 6, Sainz, Giovinazzi, I believe Leclerc as well, they've all come into the pits. We'll be out ahead of any of them. And Sainz, we'll be out ahead of all of them by quite a distance. Lap 7. Heading down towards the back now, where the massive incident was lap 1 turn. Not come on.
It is 9.8
you know what I mean?
seconds.
9.8 seconds. I had Gasly in the pits, Ocon in the pits. Okay. We might be able to gain some more positions here. See what happens. That's a hat as well. I don't know what hat. Oh, I obviously know what hat it is. It's Latifi. Mazepin's out. Okay. Through to Sandoval. Oh, wow, he's really close behind me. Okay. Right. That is worrying. I can't make mistakes now. But it's fine, because the AI don't know how to overtake around Monaco. They'll overtake over DRS or never. Unless you, like, crash. Lap 8, again, it's been the same thing. 3 laps running now. Lap 8, Masashita, no, sorry, Schwartzman pulls into the pits. Get past him, up into P9.
You're in the top 10.
We are in the top 10, Jeff, we are. Yeah. Lewis Hamilton ahead of us. Sorry, no. Masashita ahead of us. Lewis Hamilton ahead of him. Hamilton did pit, I think. So he's actually in a pretty good position, 12 seconds ahead of us. Also Perez and Stroll. Alright, through the Nouvelle chicane. Lap 12 out of 20. Still quite far off. 6 seconds. We've gained about 2 seconds, I'd say. on well, he definitely gained 2 seconds on Hamilton. Not too sure on Matsushita. He might have pulled away a little bit closer to Hamilton himself. But yes, 13 laps down. Verstappen, Zhou, both in the pits. Maybe some other people. It looks like it might be an Alpine or a Williams. That's Dan Tixon. We're out ahead of them through Sandoval, a bit wide. We're very far out ahead. And Latifi's also dropped down quite far. I just realised. It's very good for us. Very, very good. Yeah. Right. Let's run a lap around Monaco. Starting at turn 5. Mirabeau, something or other. Into the Casino hairpin. One of the only corners on the circuit where you take it at first gear. Lock all the way, the wheels all the way to the left. And then through turn 7. And turn 8. So that's through 48. The tunnel technically is a corner just there. That was turn 9. And heading now down towards turn 10 and 11 of the Nouvelle chicane. Very wide out of the Nouvelle, actually. That's not great for us, but we'll live. Through to back now. A very dodgy section of the track here. You want to take it as fast as you can, but you don't want to end up like Leclerc and hit that wall on the right-hand side out of turn 16. We didn't that time. Through Raskas and through turn 18 and 19 of Anthony Nogues to finish a lap around the Monaco Grand Prix circuit.
Yellow flag. Some information on Ocon. They are out of the race.
Oh, wow. Okay. There's been a crash. Oh, there's been a big crash. Right ahead of me. There also looks like there might have been a bit of a crash in turn 15. Oh,
okay,
Leclerc's out.
Slow down. Your delta is negative, which means you are too fast.
Alright,
Reduce
safety
your pace.
car is out. Hamilton goes into the pits. Okay. 10 runners. Bloody hell. Crikey. Well, there you go. Safety car coming in. Lap 18. 2 laps of racing around the Principality. Stroll ahead of us in the AlphaTauri. Perez in that McLaren, putting his car in P1 for the first time this season, I believe.
Green flag.
Let's see what happens in these 2 laps. 4.1 miles of racing to go as we head up Beau Rivage and towards Matinee. In here, 3 gears down. Stroll struggling for grip quite a bit. We'll see what we can do with that. Might be able to get past him. Perez is pulling away quite quickly though, so whether we can get past Perez as well is another question. But Stroll is definitely a target we can get past. We could definitely make it up into P2 by the end of this race if we could just keep on his tail. We've got to make sure that we get this traction control down, making sure we don't lose grip anywhere. Braking down for the Nouvelle chicane and right behind Lance. Oh, we're going to be alongside him almost on the exit. Heading through to the back now. We're going to be on the right hand side as we go across. He nearly hits into us. Yellow flag. That's not to do with us. That's a Max Verstappen. Red Bull in the wall. Oh. And Sainz is also in the wall. Oh no, Sainz is in the back of Verstappen. That's not good. We made it past Stroll. He almost hit into us, a cheeky bastard.
Final lap of the race.
He almost did. I just realised Pierre Gasly out of the race. I think. Huh. That's a bit of a weird noise. I think Williams were the only team with 2 cars left in this race. But as we go through Raskas for the last time through turn 18 and 19 of Anthony Nogues, they're going to take the checkered flag in P2. Sergio Perez, your race winner in Monaco.
Okay, good job,
is
mate.
destined
really well
to
done.
be.
That was a fantastic drive.
I reckon if a real driver wins this championship this season, they'll win the real one. Because he just won in Monaco. There's been a lot of accurate stuff this year.
What a
A
fantastic
lot of Ferrari
Grand Prix
DNFs.
that was, and an
Lots of
excellent
Ferrari
win for
DNFs.
McLaren. Tell me, Ant, how do you think they were able to deliver such an incredible result today?
A reliable car, that was the most important factor here. This was a real battle of attrition, and you could tell those at the front were trying to find a balance between running their outright pace and taking care of the car to reach the end.
Our drivers are making their way out for the podium celebrations, and it's going to be McLaren picking up the winner's trophy. Congratulations to the entire team for that fantastic performance.
And with that, the race is done. Sergio Perez really sticking it to us, actually. Because we got... I don't want to say got rid of, but we got rid of him at the end of the year. At the end of last year. And it wasn't... Maybe it's the car, because it wasn't... He wasn't performing bad. He was just having too many DNFs. He wasn't able to contend for the championship. Which we want. We want two cars to be able to contend for the championship. If two cars can contend for it, then two cars can put up a fight against the other cars that are also going for it. Because, I mean, Stroll at the moment, I mean, he finished P5 today, but he still will come for this championship. And Perez just wasn't the teammate to defend. But now Norris has taken his place, and he's not doing too bright either. So it's a difficult one. It's a really, really difficult one. But anyways, we can run through the whole order of the finishers, because there was 7 of them, I think. Yes. Yeah. So P1, Sergio Perez. P2, us. P3, Dan Ticktum. P4, Jack Aiken. P5, Lance Stroll. P6, Nicholas Latifi. And P7, Lewis Hamilton. The last 3 drivers you see there with the +2 laps technically finished, because they finished 75%. But they did DNF. So... Anyways, looking at the standings now, Stroll 17 points behind. That is this was a key win here in Monaco, because, or not win, but like win against him, I guess, because it means that for the rest of the season we have a bit more of a gap. We got Baku next. Baku's a great circuit for us and a bad circuit for them, because they have shite straight line speed, and we don't. We have very good straight line speed, so that's very good for us. Anyways, thank you for watching today. That has been the Monaco Grand Prix of Season 8. Sergio Perez, your race winner. Only 7 finishers in the end of things. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And if you did, I hope to see you next time for the Baku Grand Prix.